Hello. Today I'd like to delve into the subject of what each one of you believes in. What compels your being to experience the reality that you perceive and that you create with your belief system, whether it be some type of indoctrination, such as a theology, whether it be in the context of love, of something upon the horizon that you feel inside, but you haven't attained it yet. Is it the absence of something inside? Do you feel so passionate about the world around you that you want to make an impact for everyone, to leave a legacy? Is that a mode of the ego? Is wanting to be remembered an innate desire that we all share? And if it is it a construct of the ego that compels us to search for this lasting heir amongst our descendants? A solidification in history, in the physical reality, on the timeline, to have what we do be remembered as a hallmark. I think everything, as we all interpret the world around us as a projection of what we feel inside, I think everything that I just named and everything that I just briefly discussed and laid out would be a projection of things that I have inside of me that lend perception, which equates the world in a certain paradigm as I experience it. Do you believe that our belief systems shape the world around us? And if you do believe this, do you believe that we can change the world with our thoughts, with our beliefs? Because the world can take on a certain form. Speaking in a personal sense now, the world can take on a certain form. And as the world is dictated by change, and as we constantly change within this ever-changing whirlwind that is life, our views are bound to develop and progress and evolve, as we all do, as we all must, or else we disappear. And as we develop our belief system more and more, as it changes more and more, we begin to internalize absolutes of the world around us. But can that foundation be shaken by an experience so profound that nothing remains the same but the self anticipating relinquishment from bondage? I feel the world changing today. Not necessarily in the context of, an immediate change, but then consciousness is becoming, and it is a more rapid change, and people are becoming aware, and enlightenment is dawning. We are creating the means. I don't know if we're creating the means. The means have always been present, but we're utilizing the means. We're taking advantage and realizing the power that accompanies the true self behind the thinker, behind the physical, that which is. And once we utilize the power of the self, because it's limitless, if the self is infinite, then it must hold infinite power over the physical reality that encases all that we do, in all that we perceive. And once our perceptions become in line with that which is beyond the physical, then the power is limitless. And we can endure. And through this endurance, we can formulate. It's not a mental formulation. It's an innate sensibility that when we realize that this is a projection of illusion, that the corridors of time are nothing but a construct that's been present from our inception into this carnate, and our mind cannot recollect back past the inception or forward into time because we're being isolated by this physical existence. So nothing beyond that has been able to be acquired, I believe, until now. That's not entirely true. Some have been able to do this, but with the spread of technology and the capabilities becoming enhanced and amplified within each of us, now is the moment that this is attainable. We've never before encountered a moment in history or within existence, I believe, or that could just be a construct of the mind, again, within the physical reality. But I believe this is a moment unlike any other. And if we extract that which is in front of us and solidify it within our beings, being the one true self. I don't want my videos to become so synonymous with one another that the message gets blurred and the message can't be followed because I'm always delving back into the same words. But I believe I'm speaking in the language of that which is, not that which has been present. I'm not speaking in the language of the mind. So it might be hard to follow at certain instances. But I ask that you try to experience what is being manifest from my spirit. So the motivation for this piece was to incite conversation, or to have conversation initiated on the subject, what you believe in, and how these beliefs shape the landscape that we live in. And through experience and through the true experience of the self, can we set aside all perception and coalesce in the understanding that the infinite lies within, and to allow this light to shine throughout the world. It will gradually, I don't know if it's gradual or if it will be instantaneous, but it will mold all conceptions and all preceptions into one eternal truth, solidifying the state of being that we have sought for so long.